What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and we're hearing there's a new push for a fourth federal level stimulus check. Take a look, you guys, as Omicron sparks new fears. Americans hope for another stimulus check before the holiday travel ban. And this is your stimulus check update. Now, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think this new variant is going to be one of concern? Will we need another check? Also, if you missed my previous videos regarding stimulus checks, we're hearing that states and cities, they're sending out their own checks to their lucky eligible residents as well. And I covered for you in a previous video all 50 states and what is currently available. If you missed that, check it out right after this one. And also, we received word of the largest city stimulus check that we have seen so far of up to $3,000 for lucky eligible residents in that city. And again, if you missed those, check them out right after this one. I'm keeping you guys up to date on all checks on all levels. But right now, we're going to be diving into the latest on a push for a fourth federal level check and where things currently stand with this Omicron variant. And we're going to be seeing what's going to be unfolding here. Now, also, just wanted to say thank you so much for all the support on the second channel, Steve Ram Finance. Really excited about launching that here closer towards the end of the year. Already over 1,000 new subscribers. And if you're somebody that's interested in learning about personal finance, growing wealth, starting businesses, investing in real estate, stocks, cryptos, consider joining that channel as well. Really excited about it, you guys. But let's dive in, and first, do me a favor, smash the like button for the algorithm. The YouTube algorithm helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. Leave your comments, share this out. If this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date on all this stuff, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Keep you up to speed and you can come join the viewing community. And if you got any specific questions on everything going on, it's easy to get a hold of me. All you got to do is shoot me a DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. By far, the best way to get a hold of me directly, you guys. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in and get you caught up on the latest push for a fourth stimulus check and where things currently stand with the new Omicron variant. All right, so I've actually got some breaking news video footage I want to share with you here in just a second on an update on the Omicron variant. But first, let's take a look at this article that came out over the weekend, as we're hearing that due to this variant, there is now a new push on Congress for a fourth federal level check. And this article says, as Omicron sparks new fears, Americans hope for another stimulus check before the holiday travel ban that we're hearing is going to be set into place today. Now, Omicron is the latest potentially worst new variant that we have had of the pandemic. Americans have been asking for another round of stimulus checks for quite some time now. Now, a new potentially deadly variant along with travel bans right before the holidays, and well, Americans, they're pushing even harder than before. The World Health Organization deemed Omicron a variant of concern on November 24th, so just 5 days ago. It derives out of South Africa. The country is seeing an uptick in pandemic cases, and it's probably due to this new variant that is causing it. The official name of the variant is B.1.1.529, and now it has been dubbed Omicron. The first sighting of the variant occurred from a sample tested on November 9th. President Joe Biden's response was to implement additional restrictions from flying to or from South Africa, as well as 7 other countries, and we're hearing that it has spread to these other countries as well. The restrictions begin today, November 29th, and he said the decision was guided by science and the medicine team. Biden urged those who are unvaccinated to get vaccinated and those who qualify for a booster to get it. Governor Kathy Hochul also declared a state of emergency in New York just before the holidays to help curb the spread of the Omicron variant, and the executive order goes into effect December 3rd. And Hochul stated that it has not been detected yet, but it is coming. And we're going to be hearing from Dr. Anthony Fauci here in just a second, who's going to be saying it's very likely it will be making its way to the United States. With previous strains of the pandemic, the U.S. gave citizens stimulus checks to handle the economic hardship caused by the pandemic. And now Americans want help before the new variant hits the U.S. Now, there currently is no sign yet that President Joe Biden plans to issue another stimulus check. Despite that, some states are also giving residents the extra boosts that they need before the holidays. And as I mentioned, check out that video right after this one. Illinois Republican lawmakers recently proposed giving qualified residents checks worth up to $200, and California is currently sending out checks for a second wave of the Golden Stimulus 2 package as well. So as we mentioned, state and city checks are going out, and we're going to be seeing what's going to be unfolding here with this new variant and if it will cause Congress to send out any more stimulus provisions. But now, you guys, let's go ahead and take a look at this video footage and get you caught up on the breaking news coming out of what we're learning about this current new variant.
Want to turn now to the White House's response, what's happening here on the ground. The president arriving back in D.C. just moments ago en route to an in-person briefing on the Omicron variant with members of his COVID response team and Dr. Anthony Fauci as well. NBC's Josh Letterman is in Nantucket, Massachusetts, where President Biden was spending much of the holiday weekend, just departing there a couple hours ago. Josh, that travel ban on 8 African countries, we're obviously hearing this is happening across the world as well, along with here going into effect tomorrow. Tell us more about what we're hearing from inside this briefing. Any readout as of yet?
Not as of yet. And in fact, we're not exactly sure whether or not it has started, as President Biden just got back to the White House within the last few minutes. As he touched down at Andrews Air Force Base, got off Air Force One, we did hear very briefly from President Biden when he confirmed that his #1 priority once getting back to the White House from his Thanksgiving vacation is this in-person briefing with Dr. Anthony Fauci and members of the coronavirus task force to get a better handle on the latest information on this variant and to discuss next steps. The president indicating he might have more to say afterwards. We have not gotten any indication from the White House that President Biden actually intends to come out and speak today or anything like that. So certainly possible that we would hear from the president in a written statement or on Twitter, something like that. But the White House very intent on showing that they are taking this very seriously, that they are not taking anything for granted, which is why President Biden interrupted his Thanksgiving holiday a few days ago to meet with advisors and decide to go ahead with those travel restrictions. We heard this morning from Dr. Anthony Fauci before he headed to the White House for that briefing when he spoke on Meet the Press and discussed exactly why U.S. health officials are so concerned about the Omicron variant. Take a listen.
It just kind of exploded in the sense that when you look in South Africa, you were having a low level of infection, and then all of a sudden there was this big spike. And when the South Africans looked at it, they said, oh, my goodness, this is a different virus than we've been dealing with. Yeah. So it clearly is giving indication that it has the capability of transmitting rapidly. That's the thing that's causing us now to be concerned.
So in addition to those travel restrictions taking effect tomorrow, Yasmin, there's a number of other things the White House is doing. They are staying in very close contact with public health authorities in South Africa and these other countries, but they're also talking to the big pharmaceutical companies because they have been telling us that Moderna, Pfizer are already working to see if they can create boosters that would be more responsive specifically to the Omicron variant. That's, of course, going to take several months at a minimum before it could be rolled out to the public. The White House also working with the medical and public health authorities to figure out what they can determine quickly about the new variants that are part of the new variations that are part of this variant to see whether it is more transmissible, whether it is more severe in terms of health implications, and of course, whether the vaccines that we already have are going to be effective. One other thing we should note, even though they're putting these travel restrictions into place, Dr. Fauci and others warning us that doesn't mean that we should expect that we will not have Omicron here. Officials saying that it is just a matter of time before that virus enters the United States, if it's not already here, Yasmin.
Wow, there you have it. Let me know your thoughts. They're saying it's just a matter of time before it's going to be making its way here. And they're waiting to see, is this going to be more transmissible, more severe as it causes sickness in people and it is spreading across the globe right now. And they said that if it is something that's going to be able to evade vaccines that we currently have, they said it might be a couple months before they're able to modify these vaccines to be able to handle the Omicron variant. Now, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date here on the channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and we will see how Congress responds to this on a legislative level as well. And I will keep you up to date here on the channel. And as always, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It just helps, lets them know you appreciate the updates. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Totally free to stay up to date on everything going on here on my channel. And if you have any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3 free. And if you'd like to join the second channel to learn about personal finance, growing wealth, consider doing that as well. I will pin a comment down below. All you got to do is click the link, go to the channel, hit subscribe, turn on notifications. And when we launch closer to the end of the year, there's going to be a lot of great content on personal finance. And I think you're really going to enjoy it. I'm really excited about it. Thank you guys so much. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.